to be doing is we're going to create an escape room kind of thing around our songs. And with the help of ChatGPT, we're going to do it. We're going to get the content very quickly. And then we're going to put it into, there's two options. I'm going to briefly show you Google Slides. I normally do only Google Sheets, sorry. No, sorry, Google Forms. But today we're going to look at Geniali because it's clearly the easier option, and I'll explain why and how in a second. So because we're a few people, we're going to do this together. I'll share the screen, and you can just shout out the answers the moment you know them, and you'll get the feeling of the escape room via Google Forms. The first thing I do is ask people to click. Some of you may have done this in another Ishtalmut, but if I ask you to click on something that doesn't fit the world, doesn't fit the Kayamut, the sustainable living. So you either click on the phone or the tin, and if you click on them, you go straight to the Google form. So the Google form, it's called Save the World, and you have to write the group name, stam group name. And then I ask you for a match the letters. Okay, I'm going to give you the answers quite quickly because the aim here isn't to do the escape room. The aim is to see what kind of things I can put in the escape room. So
Howie,
I think,
can I ask a question that I missed?
sure.
You just went into Google Slides. There's a setting called Escape Room, or this is something
No,
you brought
sorry.
to-
So maybe I'll take it back a second.
Thank
I
you.
produced a Google slide. If I go back here, of all sorts of things in the Google slide, and only two things here have got links. This cell phone and this tin. And so there's all sorts of things that I could essentially put links on, but nothing's got a link. But my question to the people generally is I say, click on something that doesn't fit with sustainable living, and that's the cell phone and the tin. Okay, so let's try and work this out and see if we can get the answers. It says, complete this challenge to discover the lock. To unlock it, please answer in capital letters. Can anyone give me what the answer is approximately or quickly? Or
Can you ask again?
yeah, you can see my screen, right? So I need to know what are the missing letters.
We need
We
need no
to
wake
more,
up. No.
Wake up. Does anyone know a song like that? Okay, let's go to next. Great. So now we have to pick 6 words out of this page and write them in capital letters with no spaces and in alphabetical order. Why do I give all these instructions? Because it's very important that you write exactly the way I need you to write it. Otherwise, the answers have to be exact, and I'm going to show you how we get there. Okay, so can you see any of the words?
Or?
Hidden?
No.
Sorry?
No or?
No.
That's
No
a
2-letter word.
novel. A novel.
Well done. Novel.
Look, story.
There you go. Novel.
Page? No.
Story.
أنا بالدورة.
Look.
بس برجع لك لأن عم
Not
بحكي.
look. It's
Words.
It's not.
book.
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 Words. We've got words.
Story. Story. You said story. Sorry.
Story.
Pages.
It's page. A page is N-O-P. Page. And one more.
Read. There's the word read.
Word.
Okay. We've got word.
Yeah.
If that's right, next. You guys are good. Okay, so here's another one of these. Well done. Now let's take a look at the answers. What are we getting? I'm going to skip this one because it's very similar to the one we had before. And I'm going to show you how to create these very quickly. Let's take a look. If it's what's 13? 13 is
S.
O.
S-O-L. Are we writing in capitals? Yes. S-O-L-V. Solve. S-O-L-V-E. Solve. It. Something. What's 10?
G.
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 Oh, G. Get. Just because I know the answers, we need a comma. Get involved. Does anyone know where the song, these words are coming from, this song? Yes, Sarit knows. Okay, please go into the puzzle and tell me what the puzzle is showing. So I click on the puzzle and I ask the kids to move the puzzle pieces. And I'm going to show you once again how to create these things. And another puzzle piece. And once I get the puzzle, I see that it looks like this. And there are approximately, I think it's 15 trees. Why am I going quickly? Because if I give you this to do, it's going to take you the whole lesson just to do this. Okay, so we get the idea of what's happening here. We've got an escape room made up of, it's an escape activity, made up of different questions in Google Forms. So let's go into Google Forms. And let's see how we do it. So let's take a song that we know, that one of you are using, for example.
Imagine.
Imagine, brilliant. So let's ask ChatGPT, please write 5 different, I'm writing in capital letters, shouting. Please write 5 different questions with precise answers some numbers, some words about the song. I'm spelling incorrectly just because I'm writing quickly. Imagine by John Lennon. I'm only writing 5 because that's as many as I need right now, but I could go for 10. Let's just make the level CEFR. Remember CFR, the Common European Framework of Reference, and we want A1, which is elementary school. Let's see what we get. Sure. Who wrote the song Imagine? John Lennon. What year was Imagine released? How many verses are there in the song Imagine? What is the first word of the song? Simple questions, not exactly the questions I'm looking for, but it's giving me the idea. If the song is more detailed, I'd imagine if your song's Old MacDonald Had a Farm, the type of questions you'll get will be a little bit more different if you've got a song like The Sounds of Silence. But that's the idea of getting the questions. And when you see generally, you have to ask for specific questions. Okay, so we've got this. Who wrote the song Imagine? So let's go with, we'll call it Imagine. And the first question, if you want to ask the kids their name, you can, but there's really no need if you don't want it. Who wrote Imagine? Now, if I'm doing a test, I can make this a test, and then I could give them grades as they're going along. But I want it to be this kind of you can't go on if you don't write it correctly. So how do I do that? So the answer has to be short answer. In order to do this escape room like this, the answer has to be a short answer. And I have to go on the 3 dots on the right-hand side, and I click here, response validation. In other words, I'm going to validate your response that you give me. I'm going to see if what you write is correct. And the answer has to be exact. So what is the answer? It is a text that contains the words John Lennon. Okay, and you have to write a custom error text. What is a custom error text? What do they get read to them when it's wrong? Oops, try again. Or you silly fool. No, you wouldn't write that, obviously. But oops, try again. Or write in capital letters, write in small letters. Over here, where I do the
Sorry, Howie, can you
Yes.
please just go back on this last? How did you?
I'm going to each question I'm going to do again, and I'm going to show you again and
okay.
again. Description, here is where I write write in capital letters, because if they write in small letters, they're not going to get it. Okay, did I write in capital letters? No, so that's a no. John Lennon. Okay, so let's take a look at that. If I take a look at the question, if I go to preview, who wrote Imagine? Write in capital letters, and I click Paul. And I click, oh, you can't submit in it's a new thing with Google Forms. So let's publish this. Hang on, manage publish settings. So let's just publish it. Anyone with a link can publish. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to answering the question again. Who wrote Imagine? Paul McCartney, for argument's sake. And I click on submit and it says, oops, try again until I write John Lennon. Okay,
Howie,
Brian?
what did you just do with the publication?
I'm gonna show you because it's a new thing with Google. I want to show you when I'm finished the whole thing. Okay, so I click on submit and it's still not right. Why is it still not right? What have I done wrong?
Capital.
Ah,
Have to write
right.
in
Ooh,
capital.
clever. John Lennon. Okay, and then it goes through. Okay, so let's go back to build it. Again, let's just make this Imagine. The next question, I'm going to ask you how to do it. From what I've shown you, I'm going to click on plus.
You add and
And
then
I'm going
short.
to add the question, how
Short.
many verses are there? Okay.
You choose short answer or a multiple
Exactly.
choice.
Who's talking to me? Ruler. Excellent, Ruler. So short answer and then?
And then you go to the 3 points, 3 dots.
Right.
Yes, and you
Response
write response.
validation.
Right.
And yeah, this time I can go with a number.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So number is equal to, and the number has to be 3.
Okay.
Okay. Once again, the custom error text. Oops.
Okay. So the custom.
Okay, it's Purim. I can say duh. Okay, and obviously I wouldn't say that for the kids, but that's the answer. And for the
Howie,
instructions,
can we do it multiple choice?
no. But the multiple choice, it has to be the short answer. They can only choose one answer. But I'm going to come to the multiple choice because the multiple choice can be used for something else. I'm going to show you in a second. Okay, so short answer, and the description is I want to write.
In capital letters.
No, write in numbers.
In numbers.
Unfortunately, I can't give them 3 as in THREE and 3. It has to be one or the other. Okay, so let's take a look again at the form. We're going to submit another response. So who wrote Imagine? We've got John Lennon. And write in numbers, I'm going to write 4 and I click on submit and I still don't get it because I didn't write 3. But can you see, how is this different from the one that you did before?
It doesn't move to another level unless you have the correct answer.
Right, but over here you're seeing all the same questions on the same page. I want to separate the questions. How do I do that?
The below, the one below. The last one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, Ruler, you've done this before.
Yeah, I've done this.
Okay, so
I've
I'm
been doing
adding a
this.
section, and this is going to take me to the second section. And here I can give the storyline. Imagine there's no heaven, keep going, or whatever. Well done for passing, whatever you want. Okay. Oh, spelling mistakes. Okay, so let's take a look at it now. Now you can see there's only the one question, and once I've written John Lennon, it'll then go to the next page. Imagine there's no heaven, keep going. How many verses are there? And then each time I add another section in. Okay. So let's go back here and take a look at.
Why do we have to do that? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. You can have all the questions on the one page. It just it gives the feeling that you can't see what's coming. It's kind of if you can only see what's coming if you solve the correct part. Okay, I just want to add another section over here. I will call this section 4, and I'm going to call this All My Loving, and you'll see why in a second. You asked about multiple choice. So if I go back to the beginning and I add a question, and the question is, what song do you want to choose? And here I can have multiple choice. If the first one is Imagine, And the second one is All My Loving. Then I can go here to the 3 dots. And here we've got go to section based on answer. So for example, if I click on Imagine, I just go to the next section. If I go to All My Loving, I go to the section on All My Loving. And then the questions will follow like that. Why would I use this? If I'm telling a story, choose this one if you break the window and go outside. Choose this one if you want to follow the right route. If you choose breaking the window, you've done something wrong, then you've got to go back. That option is for people who really understand Google Forms. Just for Michal, because she asked the question, you don't have to go that route. You can go to the route of just simple questions, one after the other, that have been created from ChatGPT. I just want to look for a document that I need, which is in my Drive. It's just also in the Moodle. But I just want to show you. No, not here, in here. Okay, so here I've got. Oh, that's weird. So what happened to my? Someone deleted from my page. Let me just go back. That's the problem when you share things with people. No, it's not a thing when you share people. Okay, so let's say, for example, the Jigsaw Planet. If I want to go to Jigsaw Planet and I create a puzzle that I want to have. Let's say, for example, the puzzle is a picture that I want from my computer. Let's say I'm doing about Imagine, and I've got a beautiful picture. So I click on Create, and I upload a picture from my computer. Let's just find a picture that would be worthwhile. Here we go, a picture of Ashkelon. Just by chance, I was there yesterday. And if I give them 32 pieces, the whole lesson will be doing the puzzle. Don't do that. But if I give them, let's say, 8 or 12 or 15, then it's doable. And I click on Create. And then that's how they get the puzzle of the picture. And then I just copy the link. Let's go back to my form. And I'm going to ask another question over
Howie,
here.
do we need to sign in? Howie, do we need to sign in, or is it
all
free?
this- some you need to, if you can't do it without signing in, you just need to sign in. It's free though. Okay, so let's say what is in the puzzle. How will
You
they
made
get
it
to the
in Hebrew,
puzzle?
Howie.
What is in the puzzle? And I click on, I highlight the puzzle. I click on the link button and I paste it in. So then if we're looking at the preview, yeah, I want to go to All My Loving. And we click on next. I've got to answer this in capital letters. Was John Lennon. Okay, next. There, what is in the puzzle? I click on the puzzle and it takes me to the puzzle. And I'm going to give you, it's in the Moodle. I'll open it up a little later, but I'm going to give you all sorts of things that you can do. Mazes, signs, newspapers. You can make all sorts of amazing things for escape rooms. I'll just show you the document. If I can just go into the Moodle. Moodle, where are you?
How many questions do we have to do for the escape room?
How many questions?
Yeah.
I would say the minimum 3, that you just know what you're doing. But I would expect you to do something that you're going to use. So here, for example, resources for escape rooms. So you've got here, you can create a fake receipt, a fake note, fake ticket, fake passport, fake newspaper. And each time you just take a picture and you bring it into the escape room. For example, let's make an eye chart maker. Oh, lovely. Okay, So what are we going to write here? For example, if we imagine there's no, and I put a question mark. Okay, make the chart. And then the kids have to try, read the chart, imagine there's no, oh, let me just check if it works. That was a joke. Tough crowd tonight. And so let's just say that it works and they get the answer. How will I get this picture into Google Forms?
Copy and paste.
So let's copy and paste. I don't think I can copy and paste, but let's try it. Copy and paste over here. Let's say we want to add it over here. No, I
Copy
can't
image.
copy and paste.
Maybe by copying the link.
Print
No,
screen,
can't
you know,
copy.
like print
Copy the
screen.
link, that might work. By URL, let's try that. But there's an easier way, in my opinion.
Print screen.
Right click, save image as. Just save it on your computer, iChart, and then go into your form and upload it.
How we
Drag it in.
can we use simple questions like translation? Can you translate the word?
Absolutely, absolutely. As long as the answer is exact.
Okay.
You can put whatever question you want in. So here's the eye chart. It's in here now. And then you ask, what's the answer to the question? So if the answer to the question is heaven, how can I get the answer correctly? So it's short answer, validation, text, contains the word heaven. And then obviously I've got to write use capital letters and so on. I know I'm doing this quickly because I really want to get to Gianelli. Because Gianelli, if Google Forms is great, Gianelli are the bells and whistles. So and the fireworks. So I'm giving this as an option. I've got recordings of how to use how to create escape rooms with Google Forms. If Google Forms are too difficult, I have no problem. You're just creating a normal Google form and we'll work it together. But we've seen some amazing things over the years, and I can, if you need an example, I can send you one or two examples. With regards to the published, Google is something new now. That when you finish a puzzle, let's just another puzzle, a form. Let's just create another one. Forms dot new forms. When you create a form and you've got to publish it, you can't just send this preview to the pupils. They can't work it like that. You have to click on publish, and then anyone with the link, you click manage. And then the responders, anyone with the link can respond. Editor, don't give people the right to edit, otherwise they'll mess up your form for you. So once you've done, you click on done and then publish to get the link. Once it's published, you can then copy responder link, and that's the link you send to your pupils. Any questions
Howie?
about, yes.
What you've just showed us is an escape room using Google Forms. But the picture that you showed us before, that's also related to this Google form?
Which picture did I show you?
The with the boxes and everything.
Yeah, sorry. So
The
that's one of
picture.
the links.
There's a picture.
That's one of the links here. You're right. I should show you that. It's because it's a goodie. It's called emoji and letters. So you just go into Yo-Yo and you click here on Tab Starim Banglet. And here you give it a title, whatever you want. And here it's easy if you try. You can choose any emojis that you want. And you can choose cool emojis, fruits and vegetables. And then Yetzirat, and here is the code. But Michal, it's important that you show this, because how would I get this picture into Google Forms? Because I can't save it as a picture.
It
Anyone?
said העתיקו קישור. העתיקו קישור.
So
In
here, Mimicry, you can, but it doesn't look nice. So there's another way that, do you know how to capture the screen? You can go with screen lock, or you go with the snipping tool. This is the snipping tool where you click on cut, new, and you just cut the screen where you want it. And then you save this picture. And then you go back to your form and upload it. The same as we did before. Let's add a new question. Add the picture. Browse. Where's the picture? Did it go in downloads perhaps? Yeah,
Howard, just a minute, just a question. So
sure.
we have to upload to the model two tasks like the karaoke and the escape room.
Yeah, the karaoke's before. Yeah.
Okay, and if I haven't done it yet because of my group,
It needs to be done by the end of the last session.
okay, both of the tasks.
The honest truth is, I'm going to give you the honest truth. If you don't hand it in, you just won't. It won't be seen by other people, and you can do it by the last lesson. I mean, by the time you have to hand in everything. But if you want to
These
show
are
off
the
things that you
final
do,
tasks.
sorry.
These are the final tasks for this ishtarmut.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's another task. There's just a final task which you have to do, which is just a summary of what you've done. You don't have to redo things. I'm just checking. I'd want to be sure. Yeah, there's one more very short assignment that you have to do, but it's literally not a lot of work. You'll see when you do it. It's just creating something for English Day or something, and you can use exactly what you've done up to now with things that you've done. You just have to put it into. I know that people are a bit kind of, ooh, work, but no.
I was
Yeah.
just wondering where you find the videos because I can never find them
Which videos?
of the Zooms that we've done.
So after each lesson, for example, the gamification, if I go here, you've got the session recording over here.
Okay.
If we
I
go
couldn't
back
find the last
to,
one for some
not my
reason.
course, if you go back to, I mean, it's our course, but not ours. If we go to the magic of Canva, here's the session recording.
Ah, okay. I didn't see that for some reason. Okay, fine, great. Thank you.
Okay, so
How
now, yes,
we,
yeah. Michal, you wanted to,
what I was asking before is about the picture. Yeah, you showed us a picture with boxes, and in the beginning, when you showed us the escape room, do we have to create such a picture?
you
How do
can
we do
decide
that?
what questions you want.
In the beginning,
You can decide what pictures you want. Are you talking about this one?
no,
This
before you showed us a picture,
one?
and no, you showed us a picture with a lot of
right. No,
boxes.
you don't
That
have
was
to
the
do that. You don't have to do
beginning of
that.
the escape room.
Guys, you can go on whatever route
Vocabulary.
you want. I understand what you're saying.
Ah.
This picture.
Okay.
You don't have to do this, mamash lo. You can go straight into the escape room. The idea is that you're going to ask kids questions about a song. Okay, so now, without further ado, and I'm giving you a teaser for what's going to be in the Triple Wellbeing Day. But I created something in Gianelli, and I'm gonna show it to you now. Can I show it to you here?
This picture, Howie, that's what I was talking about. This picture.
Which picture?
The one that you showed us before
this
now.
one. No, I get it. No,
With
you don't have to.
the part with the garden.
No, you don't have to
Okay.
do. Okay, so I called this escape room. Access this content. This is the song that we get. Funny, I've already done it. So I'll go. Okay, so this is the song. Am I sharing sound? Probably not. Please tell me if you've heard this song before. Okay, so you can see some of the words are coming back from the previous, so that was made for this song. Okay, so let's start. In fact, I'm going to give it to you that you can join me while we're doing it. Let me go into Gianelli and I'll have you guys can see it on your screens. Gianelli.com. Misbehaving Gianelli. I'm just going into the actual file. And by the way, please don't think that I created all the animation and all those kind of things. It exists in Gianelli. All I did was change the template, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, I've got it now. It's coming in any second. Gianelli is if you don't know what Gianelli is, it's kind of a glorified PowerPoint Google slide kind of thing. So let's present, and I'm going to let you try it on your machines. If you want to, you can join in by going in and putting this code in. I'm going to put it in the chat. We're going to do it quite quickly because I want to use the time to show you how we can do it. But let's see if participants are joining. Let's see who's joining us. What I don't like about this is you can't press anything. You can watch what we're doing, but you can't press anything. Is everybody in? Let's expand this to see if you... Can you just put your hands if you're in? Hands up. Because for some reason I can't see your names. Ah, here we go. Michal, Karen, Laura. Anyone else joining? Shunit. They're the front row. And then we've got the next row. We've got Alicia. And we've got... Guys, you don't have to join. You can watch the screen just as well. This is just going to come up on your screen. Okay, so let's start. Okay, let's pretend we've watched the song and we're going to start. So help save the planet, complete each mission and help take care of the earth. If you know the answer, just shout it out. We're starting with the recycling mission. Are you ready? I'm ready. We need to open our... You've obviously listened to the song and you know it. Take a guess. You might have to put on your microphones.
Eyes?
How will we press the answer, but nothing happens?
I'm saying that's my problem with this. You can see it on your screens, but you can't click on anything.
Ah,
Okay, you need to open your eyes. Let's try that. Solve now. Excellent. So we've got... oh, you did click on it then. Karen, did you click on it?
Yes,
You
I
must
did.
have. So maybe it doesn't show you the answer, but you can click on it. Okay, so let's go. Let's go to the next one. We need to solve it by... Okay.
getting involved.
Yeah, it's getting involved. Let's try and see what happens. Solve now. Who's 441580? Someone wants to be a 007 kind of person. Okay, let's go to the next. The moment I hear the
Right
answer,
now?
I'm going. Right now.
Right now.
Well done. Okay, Karen's. I think Karen always wins these games. The song is to the tune
Bella
of
Ciao.
Bella Ciao. Shunit is at the top. Okay, we're going on. I know I'm going quickly, but I'm... What does it mean, take no more lies?
We need.
Don't
accept
Don't accept
anything
anything but the truth.
Don't accept
Karen's
anything.
back on top. Okay, let's see the next one. We've got the first mission done. Let's go to the next one. We're going to the intermission. Okay, turn off lights, blah, blah, blah. I'm ready. Click on the audio and answer correctly. We need to build a better future. So click on the right word and we need to build a better future. Let's solve now, see what happened. Excellent. And we're getting the scoring as we're going along. The next one, I'm skipping a bit. You can see this donation mission. Let's do away with the things that are bad for us. Okay, so things that are good for us, things that are bad for us. Try and fill it in. We'll just do one of these. If I do trees are good for us, if I do bicycles here, water's good for us. Water waste, cars and trucks. If I click on solution, I've made a mistake. Let's see what it does to the scoring. It doesn't give us scoring. So here's a bit of an issue. But you get that. So the kids would have to check the solution. Let's see, ranking. It's still from the same questions. Okay, so let's go to the last question. True or false? The water mission. Okay. We need to build a better future. True or false?
That's true.
Okay, let's go back here. True, let's see. Correct. And the next question. Don't solve it, don't get involved. True or false?
False.
False. Correct. And let's get wise, no more lines.
True.
Okay, I'm going into Geniali now, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is. I'm going to go out of this account because I've got a Geniali education account. I want to go into a free account just to show you what exists. Log out. Geniali.com. Log in. No, it's going to take me to this, but I'll go to the free version. Okay, so I click on okay, I click on create Geniali from a template. And I look over here, I've got quizzes and surveys, I've got games and challenges. So I click on games and challenges, and I try and choose something, escape rooms, and I try and choose something that's close to my escape room. If you're doing Yellow Submarine, this is ideal. If you're doing something about dinosaurs, then you can choose something over here, a musical. You choose whatever, and you can choose whatever it suits. If it doesn't suit entirely, it's not a problem. If your song is Old MacDonald, there's a farm one over here, which is great. But if your song is, for example, Imagine, you may not find something as good for Imagine, but you could certainly change here. You can see the Earth Day that I did. So let's take, for example, the musical escape room. Okay, so let's see how the template works. First of all, I suggest that you take a few seconds just to look at the template. So let's start. Can you recover all the band members? There I can change the sentence to, can you solve the riddles of our song? Or can you solve the questions to our songs? Missions. Mission 1. Left or right? Let's start with something simple. Answer the questions by choosing the correct image. Good luck. So I click on start. And in here, what I would do is I would change this image to an image from that I've got. Okay, let's say how many information does I've got no idea. Let's say the wrong answer. But how did I know that? I didn't know that. But next time I go in, I'll know to choose the other one. But I'm confusing it a little because I want to show you how to get it. You can see this is the correct answer. It's showing you this is the correct answer. Now, don't change that. Don't change that option. If that's the correct answer, make that the correct answer for your question. For example, Sarah, what's your song?
Imagine.
Okay, imagine. Imagine there's no heaven. Choose the correct answer. So here I would put a picture of trees, and here I would put a picture of heaven, and the kids would have to choose. Okay, so let's go out of the template
But
and let,
how do you change the images?
right, I'm going to show you right now. So I'm going to go out of the template, and I want to use this template. Where did it go? Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Use this template. Okay. In terms of this, the Misgeret, the user interface, it's a kind of like PowerPoint or Google Slides. Here are my slides, and here's what I need to change. I'm still going to go with Imagine. Instead of musical, Imagine. Just changing it just like that, like Canva. Okay. Over here, I'll change Imagine by Jay Lennon. Okay. Missions. I'm going to leave this the same. Can you see these fingers and these little kind of things that pop up? Don't touch them, because you're gonna how can I say, it's like playing Rummy Cube. You know, when you put all your tiles down and you move it around and you get stuck? By the time you get it all back, you have to restart the whole thing. So try not change anything that you're not certain. If you want to change this image, you can, but you don't need to. Okay, so let's go to the next page. Left or right? I'm leaving the same thing as it is. So here we go. I've got a great title. Let me just say, of the hint here, I'll say, imagine there's no ... This picture. Okay, I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to bring in another picture. Okay, I'm going to take this picture out. How do we do that? X. Cut this picture. Okay, and I'm going to bring in another picture, interactive element, not insert, insert resources. So let's look for a picture of trees. We said trees, illustrations, maybe images. Yeah, there we go. So just bring that in and make it the right size. It doesn't look like we've abused the whole program. And this one, we want heaven. So delete that, and I'm putting heaven. Are you guys getting the feeling for it? I know I'm going quickly, but I've put in videos of how to do all the things. Okay, so now we know that this was the correct answer.
Howie, we can choose every picture here.
Yeah. I'm in the free version here. It's free enough. The free version is free enough. Okay, I don't want this
Howie,
guy.
how did you get to this step?
I'm just going
Choosing.
through the slides. If you look here on pages, I'm just going through the different
No,
pages.
you got into this site, but after you got in, where did you go to
I click
start
on any program, any template.
You have to sign in first.
Yeah, sure. You got to sign in to get to generally, sure.
Okay.
And then use the template. Okay, so let's just go on. I'm still using this one. I don't like this guy. He disturbs me. I'll put in another picture of maybe by some chance we've got singer.
John Lennon.
I don't think you'll have John Lennon, but let's just put a microphone. Okay. Now what I can do is just take a look, present, and just see that it's okay. Okay, public online, that's fine, all set. Imagine, you see we've already changed it, start. Imagine by John Lennon. The missions, we leave that as it is. Sound as it is, mission 1. I can't click on mission 2, it's locked. So click on mission 1, start. Mission 1, I need a clue. Obviously here you could write, imagine there's no heaven. I need a clue. Imagine there's no, let's click on the wrong one. It's not letting me, oh, I've got to click on the arrow. What do I have to do? Why is it not
Maybe
clicking?
home. Oh, there's no home.
Help. Oh, I've got to move the mic? No, don't know what's going on.
The finger up.
We are stuck. Maybe out there.
And arrow.
Maybe I've covered the interactive things. Hang on, let me go back. I think I know what I did. Where's the imagine? I think we have to take this to the back. That's weird. Okay, let's go to the next one and see what happened. Ah, so it didn't have this. Maybe I deleted it by mistake. I think I did. Okay, so let's go to the next one and just present it just to see what would happen. And that's what I mean. Don't touch the codes. If you rub out the code, you're stuck. And then you call me and I'll try and help you. Okay, we're going to go to the next one because this one's not even letting me go to the next page. How about that? Where is that? Okay, so I changed too much. I deleted the code. I'm going to start again. We'll go back. Can you see that there's... Let's just check what this is doing now and see where we actually messed up. Sorry about that. But that's why you just got to take your time and check. The yellow submarine one's very easy. The dinosaur one is very... If you want to go, the farm one is very easy. Okay, see here, if I click now, the codes are still there. So I've got to make sure that I don't delete that code. If I click here on the wrong one, I've got a funny message. If I click on the right one, it goes to the next one. And you can see there that the codes are working. So I think I certainly learned something that if you make a mistake, Control Z will take you back and go back to the sessions. I'm going to choose another one to go into just to show you the purpose.
Howie, why don't you erase these lines in the middle?
Which lines?
How much information? Why
Because
do
I
we
need
need
that.
this?
That is the question.
Between the pictures.
No, that I can delete. That I can delete. There's no codes here.
The question is in the yellow way.
No, that was the hint. It doesn't come up automatically. Here was the question.
So all the question here is right or left?
But I have to make sure that the codes are here. You can see that the code's here. If I click on the picture, I can see that the code's here. So here it is. If you get it right,
So I can erase that, right?
Sorry?
I can erase that
No,
in the
you
middle
can't.
and change it.
What do you mean? The picture you can erase, yes.
You just did it, Howie. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay.
No, I don't know what you mean. I can click on here and edit the image.
I mean, in the middle, you just deleted.
But I deleted that part.
Yeah.
There was no code here. There's no code. Okay, let's go to an easier one.
Okay. That's what I was asking, if it's okay. If it's okay to
It's
delete.
okay if there's no code. You can delete anything with no code. Let's go to creations again. And we'll create Gianelli with the farm one. We'll go to the farm. Create Gianelli from a template. Escape rooms. I'm looking for something that's easy. Okay, let's go to the farm one. I'm going to go straight to use this template. If you hover over something and you see the code, don't delete it. You'll thank me afterwards. Okay, so here we've got a few slides. It's a bit complicated, but we can see that it's a mere multiple choice. Remember using ChatGPT to get you your questions and answers. So chicken and their eggs, I'm not touching anything over here. Here's code, I'm not touching it. First question. We'll take the questions that we had from ChatGPT before. And here it's showing me write the correct answer here, write the wrong answer here, write the wrong answer here. So let's do imagine written by, correct answer is here. You see this code? Don't touch the code. I'm battling to copy it because I've got all sorts of funny things coming up. Here we go. John Lennon This one will be Will Smith. Did he do a version of Imagine? And this one will be ABBA. Okay, well, ABBA. Okay, so we've got that that question, and I'm going to just present to see what it looks like. Once I do present, click on all set. I can do present after each question. By the way, it saves automatically. Click on sound for better. Okay, start. Chicken. Imagine written by John Lennon, Will Smith, ABBA. Will Smith, if I click on Will Smith, what does it do? It sends me to the end slide, and the end slide said, it's got dark and you haven't finished your daily chores. Go back. John Lennon, and we get an egg. So I collect the egg, and then I go to the next question, which I haven't changed yet. And let's say I get the answer correct, I get another egg, and I collect the egg, and I go to the next question. This is a bit of an easier one that you can do. And even if your song isn't about a farm, you can make it about the farm. You don't have to go around changing the chickens for something that is your escape room. But it's a lot easier. You can see that there's just basic questions. Okay, well done, happy chickens. Let's go to the next one. The next one is also yes, no questions, I see. I'm just looking if there's something else that we can do. Here we go. Yes, pictures. Okay, it's clear that when it comes to learning, there's an emotional content. Ignore the saying. But here we go. We can take this picture and change it for another something because it's got a V. That will be the correct answer.
And how do I end presentation?
So you just keep going until it's finished.
No. Okay.
Shunit, was that the question? I didn't.
Yes. Okay, I got it.
Okay. When you're done, and I'm saying again, you can have minimum of 3 questions. Maximum, the sky's the limit, but don't go overboard. Don't work yourself to the bone. When you finish, you click on present, and you click on share, and you take this link, you copy this link, and you go in the Moodle. Let's just get the Moodle again. Keeps on closing. Go. Okay, so in the Moodle, we're on the escape rooms. Okay, and then here, escape room Padlet. You go over here, you click on escape room Padlet, and you paste your link here. How do you do that? You click on plus. You write the name of your song title, Imagine, and you copy the link over here. Okay, enter, and it comes over here. You can write something. Oh, please write your names here. It's very important that you write your names. And then you click on publish. Now, please don't think that these 3 people are from your course and wow, they've already done it. I've linked this with the Haifa course as well, so that there'll be a lot of games for you to choose afterwards. So don't panic. You can get some ideas here as well. I'm going to delete this one because it's not Imagine. Okay, any questions? Okay, so in the Padlet, in the Moodle, you've got escape room Padlet. That's where you upload your Padlet. It's creating an escape room in Gianelli. There's some woman who's explaining you how to do it in a different, also English, but different, probably different to me. How to create escape room in Google Forms, another someone. Resources for escape room. That's the page that I showed you if you want to add any of those things. The session recording will be updated when it's ready. And examples of escape rooms, I've got here the Gianelli escape room that I created, and 3 different elementary escape rooms. One for junior high, one from 3 different ones that you can just take a look at and see. I think this is the one that I showed you before, if I'm not mistaken.
Howie, but you said it that in Geniali it's hard to find the exact design. Is it problematic to choose that some features that are not exact for the song that I chose?
Absolutely. I don't mind if you create a Geniali about imagine with the farm animals. You don't
okay.
just create the story as close as you can to it. Ignore the backing. I want you to get practice with Geniali. But it's up to you. You can choose Geniali or Google Forms. It's up to you, whichever you find easier. And I'm going to say
How,
something.
when is the next meeting?
Our next meeting is
26?
We have 8. So
hang on. Our next meeting is the using the clips. There's no homework after this. It's just a fun kind of thing that we're going to do together. And then we have another asynchronous where all you have to do is create an activity for an English day. And basically what I want each person to do is create one activity, and then we'll have 30 activities for English days that everyone's got a one. In other words, if you give one, you'll get 30 back, basically. And then we have a final session, which is on in May, I think. Let me just check. Because we had a bit of a month. Oh. In terms of hard work, the escape room is the biggie. I know you guys think the escape room's it's a difficult one, and it take your time. I mean, do it as well as you can. It's a skill that learning Geniali, it's not easy, but but I'm not asking you to learn Geniali. I'm asking you to just change what's written inside there. So if we go to the syllabus, our next session is on the 26th. That's in 2 weeks' time. No, sorry, the 12th. Ooh, we've got a mistake here. I think we don't have 3 more lessons. We've only got 2. No, it's wrong. The date's done. Ignore me. I'm senior moment. Our next session is on the 26th. Then we've got the 2nd of the 4th, which is just before the holidays. That's an asynchronous assignment. And then the last one is on the 7th of May. And that's after Ramadan, after Pesach. I think it's before Shavuot.
April 2nd is asynchronic?
The 2nd of the 4th is asynchronous, yeah. And literally, it's a very simple exercise that most of you have done. I mean, your escape room could be the exercise, but then it has to be proper. It has to be ready, that it's got no mistakes and whatever. And I put a lot of time aside to do the escape rooms. I literally do them all. And if they're difficult, please give me the answers. In Google Forms, I don't know if you know this, but there's a way to get around the answers. There are ways to find the answers. But with Geniali, it's impossible. So you may need to help me out on that.
in the 2nd of April, we have a holiday. So I don't know what
No, the
is.
2nd of April is asynchronous. It's
Ah,
not,
okay.
I knew
Okay.
that.
Just to be clear, one more question. I know it's been asked a million times. This assignment and the Canva with the karaoke assignment are both due towards the end of the course, so we have time,
I'm going to
correct?
show them on the last day.
Okay, thank you.
So that's when they have to be ready. I don't. But if you want if you hand in the escape room like 2 days before the end, I'm not going to grade it then. But I'll try and get to it beforehand. Then yeah.
Got
Now
it.
we
Remember,
can
it
we
comes
work
into the
in
Padlet. I
pairs?
get a message and then I go into the Padlet.
Can we work in pairs?
Absolutely. In fact, if you work in 20, a group of 20, I'd have less to mark. But you can. I'm surprised you're asking that now, though, because from the beginning you could work in pairs. And
Yeah, that's but I
really,
misunderstood
I have no
your
problem
last
working in
note.
pairs, in threes. Get your pupils to help you. If you've got Geniali fundis in your class, let them help you do it. Really, not your husband, not your spouse. That's cheating. But someone who sits with you, because spouses will say, let me do it, and then they do it. No, not like that. Kids will be very happy to help you with it, and I have no problem with them doing it. By the way, did we speak about you actually filming the karaoke in your class? Did we? That was the asynchronous from last week. I get this feeling we skipped something.
Yeah, I asked you as well in the WhatsApp group, and you didn't answer. I told you that my students, they don't want to like to sing.
Are you the high school person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it with high school kids. They don't know what they're missing out on. I'm not gonna force you. All I want people to feel that if they can do it, it's the most amazing experience. The people that have handed in a video are just raving about it. If you can't do it, you can't. I'm not gonna just take off grades because you didn't manage, mashallah.
Okay.
But honestly, the high school kids don't know what they're missing.
Yeah, I know.
Especially high school kids. Okay, any other questions? I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. My rehearsal was cancelled, so if you need to ask. Or maybe you just need head quiet, Howard, stop talking, and work. In the Moodle, what I did with the Yellow Submarine is it basically shows you the outline of how to look at the question and just change the questions. If you're getting bogged down, please talk to me. Don't work for hours and then make me feel bad and said, wow, that took me 8 hours. Don't do that. You're
Howie, I have
punishing
a
us.
question.
Yeah.
I'm not that good with computers, and Google Forms is also new for me. And the question is, if I use simple questions without puzzles and all the features that you use, will it be okay?
Absolutely. Do what you can do. Do what you can do. I want you to push yourself to do one thing that you'd think, wow, that's going to be difficult, just for you. One
It's
thing.
a lot of information. You give a lot of information, and
So I'm going to give you,
small amount of time.
I'm going to give you the one thing I want you to do is make the escape room in Google Forms just the fact of the validation. Don't do anything else. That's new for you.
Okay.
So just do 3 questions where you have 3 questions that you have to validate. That's all. Don't do all the whistles
Because
and bells.
we learned so much. Canva was also new for me. So learning Canva and now this, it's a lot.
So I'm going to say something that I normally say on the last session, but I want you to take one tool that you can really push to the end. And when you finish and you think you know that, then go to the next tool. I know I exposed you to a lot, but there are 30 hours that I have to cover a lot of things. But in the end, you're going to choose one tool that you can push.
Okay.
And when you know that tool, look, I've pushed off Gianelli for years. And only now I've started getting into it because I want to get into it. But don't burn yourself by. I mean, I had one person saying in another course, I've got to leave. It's too much. We're one session off the end. And I'm saying, just take a step back. It's not meant to be difficult. You're not meant to be working hours and hours. You're literally supposed to be working perhaps an hour or 2 on this, maximum. And if an hour academic
hours.
Depends
on the person, you know?
No, but I'm here for you. Call me. I'm stuck. And I'll Zoom with you and we'll go into it and within seconds, we'll sort it out and I'll show you that you can manage. But my suggestion for you, use things that make it easier. ChatGPT will give you the questions without thinking. So you've got 3 questions. That's already done. The Google form, create 3 questions and make it short answer and make it response validation. You're done. I know I said it very quickly, but I'll walk you through it if you need help.
Howie,
Yeah.
in Geniali, you said, don't touch the code. I couldn't understand. What is the code?
I love your questions, Michal. I have to just tell you. Okay, so let's go into here, for example. I'm going to say it in maybe another words. Text you can change, unless when I touch the text, have a look at this. If you see a little finger going in and out, that's the code. So let's click on escape room. If I click on escape room, I've got this is code. Okay. It says here, edit animation, add interactivity. Don't touch those things. That's taking it another level. Just change escape room to hot air. Okay. Let's go to the next page. Okay. I see here that there's code, something here. That basically, that finger will say, when you click on this, it's going to take you to the next page. But don't touch it. Because if you touch it and you change it, if you, God forbid, touch this and it says go to page and you change it to previous page, you're going to mess up the whole thing, the whole code. Probably code's not the right answer, but okay, so here you've got these theming things. Don't touch this because it's kef, it's cool. But just follow it on each page. Here's the question. This is the
So it's
correct
not
answer.
Canva. It's not Canva that you can change everything. Here,
No,
you have
no,
to
no,
be
no.
careful.
Oh, you can change everything, but don't. You can change everything, but be careful. But here you just see, here's the correct answer, here's the incorrect answer.
How many slides do we have to put in Geniali?
So I'm saying that you need 3 questions, but because I don't want you to touch code, I don't have a problem if you go like for 6 slides and then stop and let it go on with the example. That's fine.
And how do we erase the other
Don't
slide?
erase slides. Don't erase slides.
Don't?
No. Because
So leave it like that?
Yeah, I don't know if you've been following what happens. What happens is if you get an answer correct, it sends you to the next slide. If you get an answer incorrect, it sends you to the end slide. And if you rub out the end slide, it's going to be chaos. So I'm saying write your 3 questions and then stop, save it, and it's finished. Even if you send it to me like this, write a statement for that's fine. I'll see that you've managed the first 3 slides. Your slideshow may not be presented to the class because it's unfinished, but you've done your work and that's fine. And for next time, you can finish it. But I promise you, once you start with journaling and you get into it, you'll be saying goodbye to your family. It's like Canva. It's like saying, guys, I'm journaling.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm staying here because I've got some confused faces. So I'm here just to help you breathe. And it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. And I'm offering my services. If you're working tomorrow morning or afternoon, tomorrow's school, after school, and you're stuck, call me. I've got some free time tomorrow. I'll set up a Zoom and I'll walk you through it. 1-on-1, or 1-on-2, or 1-on-3, or 1-on-5, 20.
Thank you, Howie. Good night.
Pleasure. Yeah, we're done for now. And have a happy Purim and easy Ramadan. And may the force be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Howie.
Good night.
Howie?